Now we are entering into a different aspect, and that is the analysis. In the previous session I have mentioned for all these case studies, when we are talking about very important is that how do you analyze the talent, and here we will talking about the talent analytics. What does talent analytics give the HR leaders, how it works, and the talent building blocks. Four types of the competencies are there, and the integrating the competencies into the talent process. So, these all the aspects in the talent analytics, which is the nowadays very emerging topic, and how to do the talent analytics, that we will see. It will be also talk about, that is the for doing this talent analytics, what type of the competencies are required. So, first we have to understand what is the talent analytics. Talent analytics is an analytics platform that produces the insights into the workforce. What type of insights? Into the potential hiring pool, right, because when we are going for the recruiting at large numbers, especially elites, large enterprises, right, and then when they are inviting the application, so naturally there will be a very potential hiring pool will be there into your existing team members, and these insights are used to create a better understanding of the strength of the employees, that is the internal customers, and potential employees, that is the those who have applied, and then you want to know their strengths and competencies, and also their weaknesses and how these can be improved. So, this talent analytics is the basically a platform which is producing the information. The word has been used, the insights into the workforce means about the information about your workforce, that is the potential employees and the current existing employees, about their strengths and about their weaknesses. So, once you know their weaknesses, you can improve upon, and once you know their strengths, you can use them in a best manner. What does talent analytics or people analytics give the HR leaders? It equips them with insight into their existing workforce, then to implement the change. This is very important. That is the when it is required. In fact, I will advise that it is always required. There should be a division which will be keep on continuing the exercise to explore their employees and the potential employees, that is the applicants, because when we will go further you will find it is a continuous process. So, what is important is that is the to implement the changes to optimize, to implement the changes, that allows them to implement the changes. So, what type of the changes are required, that is to be implemented, and the environment to the benefit of their future workforce. So, that providing that environment is to the benefit of their future workforce is there, that is the how these particular requirements with the business environment changes, that competency development, competency mapping, learning and development and competency mapping, that is the benefit of their future workforce. That rather long definition is in fact a very empowering reality for all business leaders. That is the it is very much required, that is the how empowering of the your employees. Empowering means developing the competencies, right. Now, you see the global talent leadership and talent analytics, in all these cases there is the coaching is becoming very important, and when coaching will be successful. So, I always give the example of the Sri Krishna and Arjun, Chanakya and Chandragupta, and Dronacharya and Eklavya. Why this coaching has become successful in all the three, right, and that is the team of the coach and team of the trainee or learner. So, the person who is providing the training and person who is receiving the training, when the both frequency of the both when it matches. So, the trainee gives the much better results dear friends. So, to their it is a very empowering reality for all business leaders. When you share a knowledge with others, right, so it becomes important, that is that particular receiver at the receiving end, right, he is multiplying that knowledge. You are just giving a thread, an idea, a concept, an understanding, basic conceptual understanding, but he builds on that because you have empowered with the knowledge. When the knowledge is empowered, then the person who is receiving that knowledge, he will be definitely able to build on that. So, it becomes very important, that is the how you are using that particular knowledge. Now, in the boardroom, it is widely accepted that the success of any organization depends on the quality, that is the on the quality and attitude of their workforce. So, is what I was mentioning about, that is what type of the quality you are having, and then if you are having that particular quality, then definitely you will be able to develop the manpower of leaders. It is not the ordinary manpower, rather than leaders. So, in that any organization, the quality and attitude of their workforce. So, practically this we have to learn. So, I may be giving you the lot of input, and then you will say, sir, you are giving the success mantras, but will really this will be the success mantras, or this will not be the success mantras? Dear friends, it is not only me or you, it is the person who is receiving these mantras, how he is chanting those mantras. If he is able to chanting those mantras in a proper way, right, so then in this definitely there will be the success, that I can assure you. So, therefore, quality and attitude of their that workforce, your workforce, that these mantras will be applicable and the global leaders will be developed or not. Also, executives are expecting more than ever before from their employees. This was with my boss also, and this is with me also, and maybe when my subordinate will become the boss, then definitely in that case also he will be also expecting more than ever before from their employees or from their next generation, that every generation is expecting more than from the next generation, and I think that is right also. Okay. The reality is that the approach of decision makers, those who are taking this particular decision, who lead employees very much, dictate employee attitude and buy-in. This is the important point, right. So, it is the who lead, they may dictate, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, right. So, there is a lot of dictations are there, and then when you are dictating the persons then definitely it will depend on that personality, that filter, and then his the attitude and buy-in. So, whatever the dictation you will give, and that everything will not be buy-in, he will not imbibe everything, he will be selective, that is okay. My boss has said this thing, but like do the yoga. Yoga is necessary to keep the good health. Yeah, the global leader should keep the good health, and then if you want to make a long inning, then you should be physically fit. To physically fit at your prime young age, you should be very careful for the intake. Healthy intake you are supposed to take, and no bad habits, but at that age what is buy-in, that is fine. If it is rejected, right, so then global leader will not be there. And here is the thing, weak leaders lay blame and refuse to listen to constructive criticism. This is also important. In this process of the give and take, it is important that there will be certain constructive criticism also, that no, your leadership style is not appropriate as per the my maturity level. And if it is not appropriate as per the my maturity level, you have to change your leadership style, because I am fixed, I am your subordinate, I am your follower. So, therefore, I am the follower, but I have my strengths and weaknesses and that we will see in analytics, and then you know that, you have analyzed that, you have identified those strengths and weaknesses. Now, you tune up your leadership style according to the my maturity level. So, in that case it is the refuse to listen to constructive criticism, they have to listen. Also, top employees would not hang around for long if they believe the leadership is weak. So, only the yes people will remain. A very alarming sentence. That is, if you are doing the leadership, and in that leadership, if that is the you are not ready to accept the criticism, right, and constructive criticism or the feedback, and then you do not develop accordingly, so people will not be with you. And those who are talented employees and those who are giving you feedback, talking about that you change, but you do not change, and then as a result of which the who will remain? Yes, people will remain with you, and they will say, okay, the leader is saying so, so maybe, and that maybe, so, right. So, therefore, in that case it becomes very important, that is the what type of the people you want to lead. So, how it works? The application usually has three categories, that is combination, produce the ongoing statistics that will allow your business to make optimal decisions are there. So, what are those statistics that we will see? So, normally there will be the three categories is there. First one is the hiring analytics. Hiring analytics are used to analyze the information provided by the job applicants and candidates throughout the hiring process. Now, what type of the hiring process that input has been provided? The example is whenever there is a resume, now those multinational companies, global companies, those who are having the thousands of applicants for one post, thousands, and it is true, right. And then if that is there, how will you filter them? So, you have to develop a software with certain keywords. So, I remember that is the one Goldman Sachs company, they have developed the software in which the keywords are there which will be allowed, and there are also the keywords which will not be allowed, right. So, therefore, in the resume which will be the keywords which will be having the correlation with the organization's culture, fine, and the job specification and related to the job profile. If it is matching with the job description, job specification and job profile, then definitely that application will be screened in the first level. But if there are certain words which the organization is very clear, that is these words are there, then for this post this applicant is not suitable, and there as a result of which you will find that is there will be the rejection. Not we will not use the word rejection, but there will not be the suitability. So, throughout the hiring process, critical requirements and skills listed on applications. Those keywords, here the word has been used, the skills are listed, that is this CV is having these skills, they are listed on the applications. CVs and throughout the interview process also, means now you see the interviews are at the 7 layers. So, first is that is the psychometric test is there, and then you have to interview with the client, then you have to interview with the technical team, you have to interview with the HR team, you have to interview with the boss, you have to interview with the other senior employees of the organization. So, like this there will be the number of layers are there. So, that is the interview process are flagged, and the resulting in a short list of the best potential candidates free of bias. So, out of these are so many applications in the hiring analytics. So, you will be have the keywords, and there will be the skills requirements listed on the applications, and as a result of which the interviews will be flagged. Talent analytics metrics are an ongoing process, as I mentioned. That is what happens in the big organizations, that the people will be keep on applying, and the organization, if it is recruiting, that is fine. Even if the organization is not recruiting, what they will do, they will shortlist those applications and keep into the data bank. Right. Data bank, what is a data bank? Data bank is a very old concept, earlier also. If I will share with you, that is the 30 years back, if anybody was sending his resume, then that resume was good, but there is no requirement, because there is no vacancy means at present, but the CV is very good. So, what we will do? We will keep in the file. Please file for the future requirements. That is that will go into that particular file, and that was the hard copy, right, 30 years back. But now the mail is there, attachment is there, and you see that is, oh, the CV is good, the candidate deserves to be called for interview, then but there is no vacancy. So, what you will do in this, that sub copy, that you will keep into the reservoir. So, this will be always a continuous process. HR metrics gathered across vacancies over time will result in the predictive hiring data. So, therefore, whatever the matrix is gathered, and then that will be result in the predictive hiring data will be there, that is the how much applications you have received, and how many have been shortlisted, and who are supposed to be called for interview, to give you invaluable insight to make better hiring decisions. So, you are making the whole analysis of that, right, and then then you are either keeping into your database or in a reservoir, or you feel that is this is mismatch with the culture. So, therefore, you keep it pending, not to be currently to be considered. Then in that case you will find that is your insight to make better hiring decisions, that will be there. The second one is there is a ongoing feedback analytics. The focus is on your existing workforce to establish if you have the best skills in all positions. Now, that was for the applicants hiring. Now, this is for the existing employees, and when there are the existing employees, that is the best skills in all positions, that is whether they are acceptable or not, and analyze the team performance. There is the yes, the team is doing good, and identifies the skill gaps. Skill gaps are there is the our current employees on their the personal inventory. Personal inventory, that is the best skills in the all the positions, what is required in a particular critical position, critical skills are required, and what type of the skills are required, maybe the HR skills are required in certain positions. As you go to the higher, then the HR skills are becoming important, or the job skills are required, or the conceptual skills are required, or the analytical skills are required, or the creative or designing skills are required. All these skills. So, analyze these skills better based in the all positions. Analyze the team performance, HR skills. So, one may be very highly expert, but the when he interact with the people, people do not like that person. The way he dictates, the way he talks, with the way he comments, the way he behaves. So, they say no, I do not want to work with this particular person, maybe whatever the payment is there. So, therefore, in that case that is the analyzing the team performance and identifies the skill gaps. So, whether it is a technical skill, job knowledge skill gap is there, HR skill gap is there, concepts are not clear, conceptual skills are not there, analytical skills the person does not know, or designing or creative skills the person does not know, and therefore, those gaps are identified. It is also a vital tool in succession and growth planning, that is the how that succession is to be done and the growth planning has to be done by the organization. Through continuous feedback analytics, you can identify the staff that is the who can be recruited. So, therefore, we can identify this staff, right, by the continuous feedback and analytics is there. So, who can be upskilled, that is the yes, if you increase their skills, so then you can make the use of them, have leadership potential, right. So, that is the top, this is a corporate level strategy will be deciding the factors on the basis of your past experience and your profile and the whatever the analysis is done and analysis what type of the skills have been identified. So, that will decide whether there is a requirement of the upskillness or the person is already having that leadership potential. If the person is already having that leadership potential, then definitely he will be given that responsibility to do that particular job, would do better in different roles. And you identify that it is not only the one role which in the one department when one section he is doing best, he can be have the job rotation also. So, he can do the better jobs into the different roles also. Are weak links affecting productivity, or there are certain weak links are there and therefore, the output is not there. So, all these analysis of the thousands of employees that will be done with the help of talent analytics. The third one is the optimization analytics. So, first one was the hiring analytics, second one was the potential analysis of the current employees, and third one is the optimization analytics. What is this? It brings together the statistics from the hiring analytics and ongoing feedback existing analytics to produce predictive data that enables informed decision making. So, therefore, in that data predictive data which is required that will be making the enabling the informed decision making is there. Optimization analytics allows management to see their current situation, it is what is their current situation is there, and identify the areas that need change or improvement and to take the decisive action is there. So, optimization is the combination of both. Right, and this is the third one, optimization. So, optimization is the hiring analytics 1, ongoing is 2, and third one is the optimization analytics. So, what for predictive the data, right. So, you can find out that is on the hiring analytics, you will creating a database of the potential employees and may be calling calling them for the interviews. In the second one, ongoing feedback analytics, it becomes very important, that is the existing employees and that you want you find out their strengths and weaknesses and you take the decisions. Optimization analytics allows management to see their current situation on the basis of this, identify areas that need change or improvement and to take the decisive action to go for the hiring analytics or not to go for the hiring analytics. So, here with these combinations of 3 we will decide, that is talent analytics allows you to select the best talent based on the factual information free of any personal bias, right. So, this is becoming a very important aspect, that is the how you are selecting the best talent and therefore, because you have done through the technical process and human interface is very less, as a result of which you will find that is you are going to develop this one. I will also talk about it also helps you identify strengths and opportunities in your existing workforce as well as the weaknesses that need to be resolved. So, your future goal, business strategic goal, right, you want to achieve that goal, organizational goal. So, to achieve that organizational goal, what is required is existing workforce is required, and that has to be resolved. And how it is to be resolved? It is to be resolved on the basis of the functions that you have identified to be done by the others. If they are able to do that, your current optimizing the ongoing feedback is there, and your employees are doing good, that is there. But if there are the weaknesses, so definitely what is required? Training is required, leadership, mentoring, coaching is required. To compete in business today, companies cannot afford to make the estimates and the decisions on a wing and a prayer. So, you can't leave it to the situation based decisions making, rather than you are having the predictive analytics, and therefore, you are not getting the guess estimates, rather than you are taking the decision on the basis of the facts and figures, and that is the important. Now, the successful organizations use a talent management approach that links the three assessment tools or building blocks: competency assessment, performance appraisal, and potential forecast is there. How it works? Competency assessment. Competencies are one of the building blocks. Which are in a talent management model. They are any behavior, skill, knowledge, or other type of stated expectations, which I mentioned. That is, it can be of any behavior. That is, whatever the competency you develop. Then for example, the leadership, so that is the behavior is there, technical skills, analytical skills, then that is the skills is there, or decision making, or the corporate strategic goals, the knowledge are required, or any other type of the stated expectation that is crucial to the success of each employee. For example, the person is with the HR or marketing, then definitely the behavioral aspect is more, that is applicable to all. All factors are applicable to all disciplines and divisions, but some is having the core competency are more influential in a particular business of the department or section. So, therefore, so it may be the behavior, then definitely you are required to improve upon the success of the employee depends on the behavior. If it is into the engineering or analytical, then the skills are there, which is important, or it is at the corporate level. Strategic decision making process. Then nowadays the strategic decision making process is also become a very important function, and it is a knowledge based is there. So, to the success of each employee and to the success of the entire organization. Competency is used for the employee assessment, the parameters. Now, here is the catch also. I will like to mention one very important point. Like you are doing the analysis, that is the problem with the technology basically. The problem of the technology is like that you are using a software. Now, this is technology means what? You are using a software. So, suppose I put the X income and Y expenditure. Even in that case, that software will identify the correlation between X and Y. So, who will check? No, X income, so X expenditure is required, not Y's expenditure. That is the man behind the machine. But when you feel that is the machine is the ultimate and man is not required, so then there will be no cross check, and sometimes it may be a very big error. So, therefore, it is becoming very important. They are the crucial to the success of each employee in an entire organization must always include the organization's creed. So, please see that is the whatever you are doing, that is the appropriate and what you are looking for, then only you will be able to do that. Now, it is the iceberg model of the competencies adopted from the Spinners and Spinners in that time, and that is the I have mentioned about, that is the knowledge, skills and attitude, traits. So, therefore, these knowledge, skills and traits, these are very important as there, and accordingly you are developing the motive. So, please understand, that is the, if you are working on this particular model, then you have to be careful how that competencies are developed in the iconic organizations, practically how this model is applicable. Apple, we will take certain examples of the industries. Apple, innovation, that is becoming the quality, then these what is the innovative ideas are there, quality is there, customer service, marketing and simplicity. So, these are the organizational competencies are there. Google, societal education and environmental care, so that is a core competency. Pepsi is the performance orientation, teamwork is there. Toyota is a continuous improvement and respect for people. So, organizational competencies at the iconic organization, that has to be seen. Now, here the 4 types of the competencies are there. So, that is the organizational level, functional level, job level and leadership level is there. So, that is the all leaders. All leaders are supposed to have competencies of the leaderships are there. All employees holding the specified job, SQL coder, DB and this. So, that is the job related competencies, as I mentioned, that is the technical skills or the job skills are there. And all that is the functional competencies, whether you are working in finance, HR, marketing, R&D, operations, quality, these are the different functional areas are there, and in these functional areas then you are required the competencies into the functional areas. And the core values, there is the organizational level. Organizational level, all employees are required to have the core values are there. So, the all leaders should have the leadership, all employees they should have the job competencies, all functional employees they have to be specified their competencies into the functional areas, specified function, and basically the core values of organizations, that has to be followed. So, this is all is giving us the understanding of the different types of the analytics and how these are have been applied in the organization, that we will see in the further session. Thank you.